It is August 20th, 1966. A boy walks along a grassy hillside in Niterói, Brazil. He is chasing the tail of a kite, the string tangled in the scrub. The air is thick with the smell of rain. The sky hangs low and gray. He steps over rocks, pushes through tall weeds, and stops suddenly. Two figures lie ahead, side by side, perfectly still. They are dressed in neat suits, dark jackets, pressed trousers, polished shoes that shine even under the clouds. Their hands rest gently over their stomachs, as if sleeping outdoors was normal here, but their faces are covered. Metal glints faintly. In the muted light lead masks, thick and crudely cut, shaped to cover only the eyes, the kind of shields used against intense light or radiation, not something you see on a hillside picnic. The boy stares. His breath quickens. He runs downhill for help. Police arrive and fan out over the slope. They find no blood, no weapons, no signs of a fight. Grass is undisturbed except where the men lie. Wallets still in pockets. Cash untouched. Beside them, an empty water bottle. Two neatly folded wet towels. A small notebook. The handwriting inside is precise and deliberate. It reads 1630. Be at the specified location. 1830. Ingest capsules after the effect protect metals. Wait for signal. No explanation. No mention of who wrote it. No clue what capsules meant or what signal was coming. The wind moves through the grass. The masks remain fixed in place. And the first questions begin to form. Who were they? Why were they here? And why did they die? Wearing lead masks. Officers secure the scene before the rain breaks. Photographs are taken quickly. Measuring tape stretched across the slope. Everything logged in notebooks. The suits are still clean. Despite the hill's damp grass, shoes show a light layer of mud only on the soles. No scrapes on hands or faces. No bruises that might hint at a struggle. The masks are examined closely, cut from thick sheet lead, edges rough as if shaped with simple tools, inside lined with soft fabric, to sit comfortably against the skin. Too heavy for casual wear, too specific to be meaningless. The wet towels lie folded, as if part of a ritual. The empty bottle suggests they were here for hours. The note points to precise timing 1630, arrival 1830, ingestion. Then the cryptic phrase about protecting metals. Rain begins to fall. The hillside softens underfoot. Officers work faster before anything washes away. Witnesses step forward. They recall seeing the two men earlier that day, walking calmly up the road, carrying a small bag. No one saw them. Come back down. Autopsies are ordered. But by the time the bodies reach examination, the rain has destroyed much of the trace evidence. No poison can be confirmed. The capsules mentioned in the note are gone from their systems. Cause of death is listed as undetermined. The masks are sent for analysis. No radioactive particles detected. No chemical residue found. They are just masks. But why bring them here at all? Every piece of evidence raises more questions. The neat arrangement of their bodies, the careful preparation, the deliberate timing. Nothing about this scene suggests accident. Nothing suggests violence. Yet two men are dead, and no one knows why. The investigation continues. But already the rain is washing away answers. Already the mystery is deepening. Already the questions multiply, faster than the facts. The two men are identified: Manuel Pereira da Cruz, Miguel Jose Viana, electronics technicians from the town of Campos dos Goitacazes, about 200 kilometers away. They are close friends and co-workers known for repairing radios, building homemade electronic devices. experimenting with gadgets that mixed wires and metal with strange ideas. They left home 2 days earlier, telling family they were going to Sao Paulo to buy parts for their shop. They carried enough cash for the trip and more. Yet when they were found, most of that money was still in their pockets. In their workshop, police find coils of copper wire, circuit boards, tools for soldering, and notebooks filled with diagrams, not just for electronics, but for odd contraptions. No one can fully explain. A store clerk remembers, selling them the lead sheets. They cut them into mass shapes themselves. When asked why, they said it was for protection. They did not explain from what their journey to Niterói was traced. Bus tickets show a direct route, a purchase of raincoats in the city, a stop to watch a movie in the city center, then a taxi toward the hill. Every step seems deliberate, every hour accounted for, until 1830. The moment the note said to take the capsules, friends described them as curious but cautious, not prone to wild risks, not the type to take unknown substances, not men who would climb a hill to die. Their families speak of recent changes, strange phone calls, at odd hours, mentions of important meetings, talk of opportunities that could change everything. They had been working on something they kept secret, something that required lead masks, something that brought them to a hilltop in Niterói to wait for a signal that may never have come. Investigators consider every possibility. One theory connects them to a circle of scientific spiritualists, a group that believed in contacting other realms. Using technology. In the 1960s, this was not unusual in Brazil. Electronics were being mixed with mysticism in ways that seemed logical. To some, the capsules might have been hallucinogens, to alter perception, to prepare for a vision. The lead masks perhaps to shield from an expected blinding light, a light from the sky, from a craft not of this earth. Others suggest a radiation experiment. Early atomic age paranoia ran deep. Perhaps they believed they were participating in legitimate research, the masks to block harmful rays, but no source of radiation is found on the hill. No government projects reported in the area. A more mundane idea emerges. They were tricked, given capsules said, to produce visions or powers. Instead, they were poisoned. Whoever met them on the hill vanished without a trace, taking with them the answers to every question. There is also the possibility of suicide, but nothing in their lives points clearly toward it. They had plans, work waiting back home, and no farewell notes, no signs of desperation. Some investigators focus on the precise timing, 1630 arrival, 1830 ingestion. This suggests coordination with someone else, someone who never came forward, someone who may have watched from a distance, as two friends died, waiting for a signal. The lead masks remain the most puzzling element, too specific to be random, too crude to be professional, too deliberate to be meaningless. Each theory leaves gaps, no clear motive, no final piece that makes the puzzle fit, no witness to the final moments, and so the file stays open, a tangle of possibilities, without conclusion. Decades later, new theories emerge, but they are built on the same thin evidence, the same unanswered questions, the same mystery that began on that gray August day. The lead mask case spreads quickly through newspapers, and radio front pages show the strange masks. Bold headlines promise answers, but none arrive. Over time, the story becomes part of Brazilian mystery folklore. UFO groups call the hill a landing site. Paranormal researchers visit with cameras and measuring devices. Local kids dare each other to climb the slope at night. Television reenacts. The Discovery actors in suits lie still under gray skies, the metallic masks reflecting studio lights, but no dramatization captures the true strangeness, the quiet horror of that moment. Writers compare the event to other unsolved mysteries, the Somerton Man case in Australia, the Dyatlov Pass Incident in Russia, strange deaths, cryptic messages, lives cut short without explanation. Conspiracy theorists build elaborate explanations, government cover-ups, alien contacts, secret experiments, each theory more dramatic than the last, but none more convincing than the simplest truth: two friends died, and we do not know why. The internet age brings new attention. Forums dedicated to the case, amateur investigators sharing theories, documentaries produced for streaming services, but technology has not provided new evidence, only new ways to discuss old questions. Journalists return to the hill on anniversaries, photographing the same grass, the same rocks, the same unremarkable slope where something remarkable happened. But the hillside keeps its secrets. No new witnesses emerge. Police archives remain thin. The rain that night, in 1966, washed away more than footprints. It erased chances for certainty. For the families of Manuel and Miguel, time has not given closure. Only the echo of questions: why here, why then, why this way. Their story has become larger than their lives, a mystery that belongs to everyone now and to no one. Today, the hillside in Niterói is quiet. Wind moves through tall grass. Birds wheel overhead. The place looks ordinary, but it holds a story without an ending. The lead masks sit locked, in evidence storage, cold heavy, still witnesses to something we may never understand. The note still reads the same: wait for signal. No one knows if that signal ever came or what it might have been. We are left to imagine a light breaking through cloud cover, a sound carried on the wind, a moment of contact with something beyond our understanding, or nothing at all. Just two friends staring into the darkness behind their masks. The lead masks case is a reminder. Some mysteries are never solved, not because we lack the tools, but because time erases the answers. Rain falls, grass grows, memories fade, and in that space between knowing and unknowing, the mystery lives on, waiting for someone, anyone, to catch the signal they missed. Perhaps the real signal was never meant for them. Perhaps it was meant for us to remember that the world still holds secrets, that not everything can be explained, that some questions are more important than their answers. The hillside remembers, the masks remember, and somewhere in the silence, two friends are still waiting for a signal that may never come.